Have you ever felt that someone just doesn't leave your mind? Maybe it's that quiet moment before sleep when everything around you is calm, but your mind is filled with this presence. This person appears in your thoughts, no matter how much you try to focus on something else, as if they're connected to you by something deeper and inexplicable. You know, these aren't just your emotions. It's as if there's a thought telling you that something feels different, but you can't quite explain it. It's possible that this person isn't even part of your daily life, yet there they are, inhabiting your most intimate moments, invading your silences. And you wonder, why, out of so many people, is this one so present in my mind? Know that this constant presence goes beyond simple coincidence or a quirk of the mind. This kind of thought has a deeper origin, something that surpasses rational understanding. In this video, we'll explore the spiritual meaning of thinking about someone persistently. By staying with me until the end, you'll begin to understand what this hidden message might be trying to reveal. Imagine for a moment what could happen if you decoded this message. Get ready, because the answer might surprise you. Before we go deeper, I ask you to take a moment to think of this person. Close your eyes, picture them, and observe what you feel. These feelings are essential, as our emotions are channels through which the universe communicates with us. But what exactly does the universe want to tell us by sending this constant presence into our thoughts? Let me tell you a story. One autumn evening, Maria, a 35-year-old woman, was sitting in a cafe watching people walk by. Despite a full life, she felt something was missing, something inexplicable. Amid this restlessness, an old college friend constantly came to mind, someone she hadn't seen in years. Each day, it was as if his image grew stronger in her mind until Maria realized that this wasn't just nostalgia, but a message from the universe, something she still needed to understand. Frequently, people who inhabit our thoughts in this insistent way bring us important lessons. Perhaps they play an essential role in our lives, or there are unresolved issues between us. In the spiritual plane, everything is interconnected, and nothing happens by chance. This connection could be the key to something the universe wants to show us. Thinking constantly about someone is a powerful manifestation. The law of attraction teaches us that what we focus on intensely tends to materialize. Sometimes these people reflect aspects of ourselves, bringing to light something that needs to be understood or healed. Our mind, in this sense, is like a mirror, and each person who appears in it reflects something we carry within. Ask yourself, what is this person showing me about myself? Or what is the universe trying to show me with these thoughts? What lesson or message does the universe want to send me through this thought? In many spiritual traditions, we hear of soulmates or kindred spirits, deep connections that transcend time. In some cases, these thoughts arise to awaken something in us, bringing to light lessons that push us toward spiritual growth. Imagine, then, that this person who keeps appearing in your thoughts might also be thinking of you. It happened to me once. This idea may seem mysterious, but it's not by chance that cultures and spiritual traditions around the world believe in energetic reciprocity. When you think of someone, do you also awaken, even unconsciously, the same in that person's heart? There's something powerful and almost mystical in connections that transcend physical space and make themselves felt in the mind and spirit. Science and spirituality may seem distant, but both share the idea that we are all connected in ways that go beyond what the senses can perceive. Quantum physics, for instance, reveals that particles, once entangled, remain connected, reacting to each other's changes even when separated by vast distances. Imagine, then, that the people with whom we share a deep connection are like these particles. Our emotions and thoughts can, in some way, reach and touch the other, just as the presence of the other invades us, even if they are far away. This theory, known as emotional quantum entanglement, is a poetic way to explain why some people never leave our minds. But there's more. In many traditions, there is a concept called spiritual synchronicity. This term refers to the idea that when we are deeply connected with someone, our thoughts and emotions may synchronize. In other words, if you are thinking about someone, they might in some way be feeling your presence, your call. The connection doesn't need to be explicit or verbal. It only needs to exist, fueled by the spiritual or emotional bond you share. There are stories and experiences of people who, during moments of intense longing or nostalgia, discovered that the other person was thinking of them at exactly the same time. These coincidences are, in fact, manifestations of this spiritual entanglement. In moments of deep reflection or solitude, our hearts and minds seem to open to this possibility of invisible contact. Imagine, for instance, that this persistent thought about someone is a kind of silent call, a signal projected into the energetic field that reaches the other. The intensity of this thought acts like a frequency that seeks to be heard and answered. Spirituality also teaches us that these bonds, when genuine, usually bring lessons and reflections. Constantly thinking of someone does not arise simply to satisfy a desire or curiosity, but rather to awaken something within us. And when this energy becomes reciprocal, even more power is involved. If that person is also thinking of you, they may be responding to a call from the universe, consciously or unconsciously, allowing souls to approach and share what they need to learn or experience together. This connection, therefore, does not necessarily mean that this person will physically enter your life, but that the spiritual or emotional bond still has something to teach. In many cases, the mental presence of the other serves as a mirror. Through what we feel toward this person, we can reflect on what we are seeking, what unsettles us, and what we need to work on internally. They are there to remind us of aspects of ourselves that need attention. But what if this thought is more than an internal reflection? What if it's a sign that the other feels, somehow, the same intensity? There are no guarantees, and for some, the idea that the other thinks of us might seem like a fantasy. However, the very possibility that our thoughts could reach someone, even without words, is a powerful reminder of our ability to connect. On a spiritual level, we are all part of the same energetic fabric, and thus our feelings and intentions, when genuine, have the power to touch the other. Thinking of someone can be both an invitation and an opportunity. An invitation to connect with what this person awakens within you, and perhaps even to connect energetically with them. And an opportunity to grow, to recognize what this connection has to teach, and, who knows, to create space for the other to do the same. Even if the connection happens only on the spiritual plane, it has already fulfilled its purpose. To remind us that souls are always in motion, dancing to the rhythm of a universal symphony. Yet, how can you tell if thinking of someone is a sign from the universe or just a desire of the ego? Learning to distinguish between these two sources is essential. The ego seeks validation and control, while the soul seeks genuine connection and growth. Ask yourself, does this thought bring me peace or restlessness? Do I feel that there is a lesson here? Or is it just a desire to fill a void? Ask yourself also, does this thought come from me or from something external? And finally, ask the universe, what do you want to tell me with these thoughts? The path of spiritual development is full of signs, and many of them come through the people who leave a mark on our lives. Repeatedly thinking about someone can be an opportunity for self-knowledge, a chance to look inward and reflect on oneself. If this video resonated with you and provided some clarity, Share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire others who, like you, seek to understand these profound connections. And before you go, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Together, we'll explore topics like spirituality, personal growth, and the laws that govern the universe. Welcome to this journey of self-discovery, where each step brings us closer to understanding our purpose in this vast universe. Let's go together.